Hey, good morning, friends. Rise and shine. It is Tuesday morning, February the 11th, 2020. Good morning to all of you. Let's go. Let's put down some morning beverage. It is approximately 7:18 a.m. over here in beautiful Tower City, Pennsylvania. And we got rain in the forecast, 50% chance of rain today. What's it going to be like in your neck of the woods? Good morning to you. Let's go. I love these cups. These set of dishes that I've been using on and off. These came from my grandmother, God rest her soul. But I'll tell you what, there's not enough coffee in these cups. You know what I mean? I like the color. I like the pattern. But what were they thinking way back then when they were drinking out of these? You know, unless coffee was that much stronger. I don't know. All right. Enough of that. Matter of fact, do you guys have any kind of heirlooms from your grandparents or great-great-grandparents? I had these dishes sitting in a box for probably 20 years, 20 plus years. They were never brought out of the box until recently, within the past 4 months or so, you know. I told Carol back in the day, hey, come on, get them out here. Get them. No. You know, there was always an excuse. Well, finally, she broke them out for me, you know. Always remember what Mr. Clemens said from the E Street Band. Drink the good wine. Go have yourself a good time. Go on that vacation. Do what you want to do, because life is short. We're going to lose time, you know. Eventually, we're going to be out of time. And you're going to say, damn, I wish I did that, or I wish I did this. So, you know, like Mr. Clemens said, drink the good wine. You know, take that for what it's worth. Good morning again. All right, let's roll right into it here, because I have to get down the road. I'm going into beautiful Tremont, Pennsylvania today. I have another appointment this morning with the magistrate down there. I had to fill out some paperwork and take care of some business. Anyway, over here in beautiful Tower City, Pennsylvania, on February the 11th, 2020, the temperature and weather today, or 3-day weather forecast, I should say, in Tower City, Pennsylvania, 50% chance of rain today. The high is going to be 46. The low was 30. On Wednesday in Tower City, the high is going to be 40 degrees again. The low, 34, and mostly cloudy. That was Wednesday. Thursday in Tower City, 45 for a high, 22 for a low, and once again, a 50% chance of rain. So that's your 3-day weather forecast for beautiful Tower City, Pennsylvania. And if you're ever in this neck of the woods, give me a holler. You know, I'll meet you for maybe a quick bite to eat or an adult beverage or whatever, you know. For you people that I've never met before, that I've only talked to on Facebook, you know, if you're in this area, hey, Warzy, I'm over here so-and-so. I'll be up in the Tower City area approximately 1:30, 2 o'clock. What do you say we get together? Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I have no plans today. Let's go out and get a bite to eat. All right, let's go to the capital of New Hampshire, because there's a lot of buzz going on right now in beautiful New Hampshire. We'll go to Concord, New Hampshire. That's the capital. Today, in Concord, New Hampshire, the high is going to be 34 degrees. 27 was the low. And there's a 50% chance of snow and sleet. So if you're in that neck of the woods, be careful. Wednesday in Concord, New Hampshire, 39 for a high, 30 for a low, and it's going to be sunny. A lot of vitamin D in Concord, New Hampshire on Wednesday. Thursday in Concord, New Hampshire, the high is going to be 36 degrees. The low's going to be 18, and 100% chance of snow. Now, again, they're not telling me how much snow, but there's a 100% chance of snow. So if you're traveling that way, either today or Thursday, let's be careful, because the roads are probably going to be greasy. A little bit slick, if you know what I mean. Okay, let me get some caffeine here. And by the way, thanks for having coffee with me. I don't say that often enough. I enjoy doing this with you guys, and hopefully it eases your day. You get into your day by just sitting down and listening to this Yahoo talk about virtually nothing, you know? I'm like Seinfeld. You know, nothing is planned. Nothing is, I don't sit the day before and write down my agenda, what I'm going to talk about. I get up early in the morning and I start doing a little bit of research, and I jot it all down, and then I just kind of wing it and discuss it. And if something comes into my head, like now, I just blurp it out there. That way you guys can enjoy your coffee and listen to the Yahoo Talk. And if this is the first time you're seeing my video, do me a favor, hit that like button. I'm hoping that you like my videos. And then subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell after you hit subscribe. Hit that little bell twice. That way you'll always be notified when I make a video. And usually it's Monday to Friday. You know, it's a good morning video. Occasionally on Saturday and Sundays I'll do a road trip video with my fur baby, Sir Prince, my little senior Sheltie, and myself. But that's Saturday and Sunday, that's a hit and a miss. And if it isn't with Sir Prince, it's with my youngest granddaughter, a.k.a. the Bullet. She's also known as Brianna. So there you go. Okay, birthdays today. Jennifer Aniston. She's 51 years young and still looking mighty fine. She's an actor, or an actress, I should say. She's basically famous for being in the TV sitcom Friends. And her she's made a couple other movies in that, don't get me wrong. But her net worth is $200 million. Not too bad for good old Jennifer. And happy birthday, Jennifer. If you get my message, good morning to you. Send me an autograph picture, you know. Put down on the autograph picture, hey, Warzy, I seen your video, good morning to you, or something like that. Brandy, the singer, if you remember her, and I think she's still around. You know, I don't listen to top 40 radio anymore, if that's even such a thing. I don't know. I'm so out of the current music. I have no idea. And she might not even be a current musical star anymore. I don't know. But Brandy is a singer. She's a dancer and a songwriter and a producer also, and an actress. Boy, she wears many hats. She's 41 years young, and her net worth right now at 41, this is Brandy, she's $60 million. Not too shabby for Miss little 41-year-old Brandy. And happy birthday to you, Brandy. Alex Jones. Man, he's far right. I'm right, but he's far, far right. I kind of liked him when he used to be on InfoWars. I think they took him off, or they canceled the show, you know. But he was always into a lot of conspiracies, far-right conspiracies, and things like that. If you get a chance, I'm sure you can go on YouTube and look at some of his past presentations on InfoWars. Like I said, he was he is definitely far right, but good show. At least I thought. me being right and him being far right, we weren't too far off. No pun intended. Anyway, he's 46 years young today, Mr. Alex Jones. And his net worth is $10 million. So, happy birthday, Alex Jones. And then we got one more birthday here. Mr. Burt Reynolds, God rest his soul. You know, I liked him. He was a pleasant actor. I really did like him. I didn't know much about his background, being negative background. You know, I know he dated a lot with Lonnie Anderson and who was the other female? Oh shoot, I forget her name now. Sally Fields. That's it, Sally Fields. And I think either he said or she said, maybe just before he passed, or maybe after he passed, maybe Sally Fields made a quote like, you know, he was the love of my life. And that's probably true. But they made a great couple. Not that Lonnie Anderson and him didn't make a good couple, but I always liked Sally Fields too. Anyway, Burt Reynolds, he was born in 1936. He passed away in 2018. He had a heart attack. All right? And he spent his money lavishly, as the research said. It's for a Hollywood icon, you would think he had a lot of bucks, but he didn't. He would spend his money, apparently on who knows what, you know. But when he passed away, his net worth was approximately $5 million, which is not a lot for a Hollywood icon, but apparently he was doing what I said earlier in this video. You know, you're going to run out of time, so spend your money, drink the good wine, go and see the movie, you know, take your vacation, because once our time is up, our time is up. Don't forget that, okay? And that's all I have today, folks. Oh, excuse me. Today is National Make a New Friend Day. What a great day it is. And I'm going to try to do that today. How do you go about making a new friend? That's a tough one, you know, because first you have to make an acquaintance and then a friend. You know, you can't make old friends. Remember that. That was a great song by and video by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. If you get a chance, pull that YouTube video up. Can't make old friends, and how true that is. You know, I have old friends that are close old friends that I can count on one hand. You know, I might even be down to like this, or even that. But to have a lifelong friend, a close friend that you can just, you know, jibber jabber to every now and then, and they're priceless. Yes, they are. All right, there's enough of that. As I was saying, today is National Make a New Friend Day. If you're out there traveling in your motorhome, camper, four-wheeling around, whatever, and let's say you go into your little mini mart or your dollar store, or whatever your routine is, and you always see this one person, and you never really got their name. Go up to that person, since you've seen them for, you know, day in and day out on your routine. Hey, how you doing? My name is Ralph Warzy. What's your name? Oh, my name is, Daniel Webster. Well, nice to meet you, Daniel. I've been coming in and out of the store for a couple years now, and I've really never had the opportunity to meet you. You know, it's nice meeting you, and hopefully I'll see you again in here. There. You're on to making a new friend. It's as easy as that, you know? So there's my little inspiration talk. You know, you can never have too many friends, you know? All right, I got to get going. As I said, I'm going down the road here shortly. And then after I go down the road to Tremont, I got to go over there to Fort Indiantown Gap to my mechanic, and I got parts for my van that need to be put on because my inspection is due. Let's see, February, March, in 2 months. So I want to get all this done and have it safe and roadworthy for whatever is in store for me down the road here. Okay? You guys have a great day. Lloyd Dean, good morning to you. And did your son get those turntables rocking and rolling? And, I gave him those turntables. I'm getting off subject here, people. When I call him my son, when my buddy Lloyd Dean and his family was down here. And the reason I call him my son, that's a long story. It's complicated, it really is. But someday maybe we'll get into it. But anyway, when they were down here for Brianna's birthday, Lloyd's son, and one of his three sons, excuse me, he was telling me, somehow we got on a conversation and he wanted a turntable. He had one, but it broke down. And, for a young person nowadays to want a turntable, it's like, wow, really? So up in my attic, I had 2 turntables up there from previous systems, and he's seen them up there, and it just he was inquisitive, So I said, bring him downstairs. So he brought him down here, and we dusted them off a little bit, and I made sure they both still had a stylus on them. I said, here you go, take them home with you. And he went, really? Really? He really appreciated it. So then, as we're sitting there and talking, Lloyd told him, his son, he said, he was a DJ at one time. Oh, really? I said, yeah, I was, I said, as a matter of fact, if you know Harry Dean, which is Lloyd's brother, a.k.a. One of the members of the Bloodhound Gang. I'm just babbling on here. But anyway, this Harry Dean, he's another one of my sons. Again, a long story, but in my younger years when I was DJing, Harry was my, if you want to call him, my roadie. And he would, back in the day, when I would play at a place called the Thorndale Inn, when he was available to go with me on a Friday night, a Wednesday night, and a Saturday night. Back then I still had vinyl and turntables, and he'd be my roadie, and he'd bring in my stacks of 45s and my 12-inch club mixes, so I could put them on my turntables, So that got Harry Dean, a.k.a. Cue Ball, DJ Cue Ball, into the groove of, hey, I'm kind of digging this. I think I can make something out of myself. And he did, He became, and he still is, a DJ, and he was one of the founding members of the Bloodhound Gang, and they toured all over outside the United States. I believe I think they were in like Japan and Russia and Europe. I could be wrong on that, but probably their most famous song was Bad Touch, if you remember that, by the Bloodhound Gang. Search it out. Check it on YouTube. It's a good video. It really is. But, and again, I'm just babbling on here. So anyway, Lloyd's son, when I told him about that, he goes, really? So then I took him into the living room, and I still have crates, milk crates, of my maxi albums, for doing club work, and I have them all, for lack of a better word, not alphabeticalized or whatever that word is. I have them written out on labels on each album how many beats per minute, because back then That's how you mix these beats how you mix these albums together. It was beats per minute. If I was playing one song by Janet Jackson at 118 beats per minute, I try to get maybe a 115, 117, 120, or 21 beats per minute of, let's say, Prince. So while Janet Jackson was playing here, I could slowly bring in the Prince song and fade over to, you're hearing Janet Jackson, but then you fade over with your mixer and you're coming right into Prince, bum, 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 and you fade out of Janet Jackson, and there's your mix, you know. So anyway, that's how we did it back in the day. Not like today with all these programs where it's so easy, you know. But I guess that's advancement for today on anything. You want to stay current and up to date, and you want to be with it. So, and I do have, you know, the newer equipment to mix it that way on my laptop and that. But it's certainly nothing like mixing vinyl. It really isn't. Okay, there's enough of that. But anyway, Lloyd, let me know if you guys got the turntables together. Oh, and I did give I forget this part of the story. I gave his son I had a Crown Power Bass amplifier that I'm not using anymore. It's just sitting over there. It was like a paperweight. I said, here, take this with you. And unfortunately, I didn't have any speakers. If I had some speakers, I would have gave that to him. I did tell him, however, do yourself a favor. You might want to get a mixer or some kind of, you know, something, because if you're going to just hook the turntables up to the amplifier, there's no way to regulate your bass and treble, you know. You want either an equalizer or a mixer with an equalizer on it, or a bass and treble switch on it. But okay, there's enough of that. I'm babbling on. I got 22 minutes into this, so that's all I got for today, folks. Let's put down probably a cold cup of coffee now, but it was nice chatting with you guys. And speaking of DJing, I got 2 months until my 2020 Jersey Shore season starts for DJing down there. I'm looking forward to it. And my team member, DJ Dave Dreyer, he'll be working with me. So we'll be down at the Jersey Shore. Maybe I'll see you guys down there this summer, God willing. All right, folks, you have a great day today. I love you guys. Lucille, good morning to you. Raymond, Roy, Mary, excuse me, Bucko, Hope, Lizzie, good morning. I love you guys. Tina, Noah, Nicholas, Kaylee, good morning. I love you. Leo, you're okay. Yeah, you really are. I hope you're living a dream. I hope that Jeep is running well for you. Cheryl, good morning to you. Debbie, how you doing? And Deb, Reds, good morning to you. Make sure you say good morning to Jeff for me, all right? Who else do I have out there? I don't know. You know, if I forgot anybody, you know, don't think I'm slighting you, okay? RJ, Chrissy, good morning to you guys. I love you guys. I'll talk to all of you later on. God bless you. Do something nice for someone today if you can, all right? And make a friend today, you know. All right, I'll talk to you later on. I'm going to punch you out on 3. If you like my video, do me a favor, hit that like button, okay? All right, on 3, you're going to go out. Barbie Ken, good morning to you. 1, 2. Big smile now, big smile. Okay, we got rain coming in here. What's it like in your neck of the woods? See ya. Here we go.